For me, Stephen's minister, to be a Stephen's minister, is about ministering to people in need at a time of crisis. And I don't believe there's anything better than ministering to somebody in a Christ-centered environment as far as growing disciples are concerned. That's a number one opportunity to grow as a disciple, is if you can work through a trial in a community that's a Christ-centered, caregiving environment. It's the number one way you can grow as a disciple, and that to me just really resonates with the mission of Greentree.
It's all about really listening to the person, to be able to understand what they're struggling with, what kinds of emotions they're harboring inside their hearts, you know. And when you're a good listener, you're able to bring all those things out from a person. And I know that for me, I feel that I wish I had someone like that in my life, where I could have been able to share my fears, my doubts, you know, my sadness with somebody, and have them just listen without judging or giving me advice. And we've been learning in Stephen's ministry, you just have to allow God to take control of the situation and allow that person to have the time to be able to share what they're going through with you as you're listening to them.
The training and everything was wonderful, and the leadership at Stephen's ministry and what they devoted and invested in us as trainees just blew my mind. I couldn't wait to get to our training every Wednesday night. There's a big thing that I have about being a Christian. It's about understanding my role in God's story. And if I do my job as a Stephen's minister well, I can help somebody live into what that story looks like for them. If I interject myself all the time in that, it becomes my story and not theirs.
It'd be safe to say I was stunned. I thought I was going to, go to these classes and get a few tips. I had no idea I was going to get a whole new perspective. It's all about Christ and not about Jimmy. I'm used to being a fixer, and now I've been taught to be a listener. I understand that God is the cure giver, and I'm just the caregiver. Oh, I've shocked several family members and friends. I've been on the backside of telephone conversations and been practicing my reflective listening, and all of a sudden the other side will say, "Are you there? Dad, is that you?" People are used to me doing a lot of talking, and it really works. I had a friend in a great difficulty, and I practiced my reflective listening, and it's amazing how God used that to bless the entire situation without me running at the mouth the whole time. And the other thing that is amazing, when Christ is at work, I was always too busy. I couldn't be compassionate because I didn't have time to listen and let Christ do the work. And now that I'm listening a little bit better, I can actually even be more compassionate.
It's very, very valuable training. And I would encourage anybody who has a desire to care for others and to really be a good listener, that they can really benefit from this program, and they can really be used by the Lord to minister to others.
It's just a huge blessing. It's an incredible honor to be in this role. And I really think that if people in our congregation take advantage of it, it can be one of the most wonderful distinctives of our church imaginable.